lots of overlap between narcissism and psychopathy. Lots, okay? The boldness, the meanness, the impulsivity, the disinhibition, the always working the angles, the exploitativeness, the manipulativeness, the entitlement. Absolutely overlapping.
Wow.
So you might be wondering, then what's the difference? Here's the difference. Narcissistic people are insecure. And they are
very insecure,
very
right?
insecure.
Gosh,
and lots of feelings of inadequacy, okay? So, but that's all happening at an unconscious level. But I want you to think of a narcissist as somebody who constantly has a stomach ache, right? Because they're going through their lives, but they're like, there's almost this tension. They're not aware why they have it, but the tension that the top's going to get blown off and we're going to be able to see their inadequacies. That's why they're so sensitive to criticism.
Oh my
like
God.
If I
They
were
can't
to
take
say,
feedback.
hey, like, yeah, it's interesting, you got some dust on your shirt, and you're like, oh, really? And you start coming at me. It's
Oh,
like
no,
such
you
a
got this on yours.
Yeah,
I mean, what are
right,
you
you
talking
got
about
that.
me?
Like,
Look
yeah,
at this and this and this, criticizing
yes,
you.
Yes. You see what I'm saying? That's a hedge against the shame. That's the narcissist game. Psychopath doesn't go there. Psychopath is not anxious. Psychopath is not insecure.
They're calm.
Their nervous systems are different. So there's a part of our nervous system called the autonomic nervous system. This is the involuntary part of our nervous system, and it's from which the sympathetic nervous system comes off, which you know is fight or flight or freeze. And that fight, flight, freeze, and there's even a fourth part to it called fawn, which we could talk about, but that autonomic reaction, that like boom, adrenaline, got, you know, eyes wide open kind of reaction, that's not there for the psychopath. So whereas I don't know, if I saw something out there and I saw someone had a $100 bill hanging out their wallet, never could I ever. Like, I would have a heart attack from the anxiety of thinking about, like, no, you know, because I have a very probably overly functioning autonomic nervous system. But for somebody who's a psychopath, they'd clip that and their heart rate wouldn't even go up.
They just
nothing.
Take it, steal it, and
so they have no anxiety.
no excitement around it.
No excitement, no anxiety, and they're very stress resistant. And that's why there's so many psychopathic CEOs. If you're going to be a CEO and nothing bothers you, you're able to say, cut those 100,000 jobs, and then you still go off and play golf for the afternoon because nothing gets you. They sometimes make great surgeons because when all hell's breaking loose, they're just sort of calmly doing their surgery thing. It really is, but there is a coldness and a callousness.
Interesting.
Because there is almost like no capacity for empathy, no capacity for intimacy.
Interesting.
And psychopaths are almost singularly motivated by power, pleasure, and profit, and mostly by power. They solely want to dominate because that's what they do. Narcissists like to dominate, but they actually kind of seem like dumb dogs next to the psychopaths.
Really?
Yeah. The closest we get to overlap is what we call malignant narcissism. So that's when we have all the goodies we see in narcissism, but we see as more of a sadism and a paranoia in the malignant narcissist. They're the most dangerous narcissists. They're still not fully psychopaths because they still have the insecurity and the inadequacy. The psychopaths don't
They're
have
not insecure.
that. They're not insecure. No. I mean, if you see a psychopath get mad, it's simply because you might have gotten in the way of something they needed to get done.
Right.
You know what they'll instead do? They'll very quietly figure out a way to destroy you.
Just get rid of it. Yeah,
exactly. Or they'll calmly have someone say, like, I'll literally look at you. If I was the psychopathic boss and you were working for me, I'd be like, and I'd be calm, and I'd go, and then I don't know whether that means you kill them or fire them or whatever, but no problem with that.